everybody, it's Pat Love from eXp Realty. I'm here today with Jennifer Abbott from Here at Home. Welcome, Jennifer.
Good morning, Pat. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm very excited to share with the community what it is you do because I've known you for lots of years and your customers have so many wonderful things to say about you. So I'd like other people to get to know you a bit better. So let's get started. Jen, describe your business.
Okay, I am a licensed hearing aid practitioner, and back in 2009, I founded Here at Home Mobile Hearing Clinic. So basically, I help people hear better that perhaps have mobility issues and have difficulty getting to a clinic. So I go to their private homes or long-term care or assisted living. Sometimes the hospital, sometimes the hospice, wherever it may be, where that person cannot get out and get themselves to a clinic, I basically bring the clinic to them.
Okay, perfect. Could you share why you started the business?
So I started the business because while I was working in another clinic, I saw the need for, there were people that really struggled to get to the clinic. It was a very big ordeal for them. And a lot of work involved, perhaps from family members or having to hire caregivers. So that was evident to see. However, I'd also see clients that weren't coming in for their visits. They weren't coming to the clinic. Their hearing aids weren't working and they had no way of getting there. So kind of because years ago, a long time ago, used to sell insurance and I was a mobile agent. So it kind of made sense to me of bringing that service, that same service to my clients to be able to help them hear better. There was a need for it that I saw.
Yep, that's good. Fill the need. Best idea ever.
That's
okay,
right.
So could you share what your customers say they love most about your business? I'm sure people have told you something.
People do tell me that, yes. They like the convenience. It's easy. It's not just easy for the client with mobility issues, but it's very easy for the families as well too. I already know that when they're trying to help their mom or dad, they've got a lot on their plate. So I try to ease that for them. For example, before our meeting this morning, I got an email from a client. Her mom is at a assisted living home here in North Vancouver. Her hearing aid is broken. She sent me an email. I was able to email her back in 10 minutes and the aid's getting dealt with this morning at 11 a.m. So that she was so appreciative. It was a quick email. It's all being dealt with. It wasn't a matter of, okay, how do I go get my mom and arrange to get her out of the care home, make an appointment. That could take a few weeks. There's a lot of stresses involved. So the convenience for everybody involved. So the client as well as the families, as well as sometimes the staff in the care homes. I try to keep things as easy for them as well too when dealing with their patients.
Okay, on that note, the pandemic. Could you share how you adapted your business for the pandemic?
So, okay, basically, in some ways, I didn't realize how pandemic prepared I actually was, because this is what I do. I go into the homes and do the testing, do the fitting, do the follow-ups. I had a lot of PPE already because I have to deal with flu season. However, I didn't have the gowns and all of that. So once I had that, I had to adjust in the way that there was a long period of time, I forget how long it was, maybe 5 or 6 months, that I couldn't go into long-term care. So I would adjust I would do window visits, or I would talk to the families and they would bring me the hearing aids or I would pick them up, because if their hearing aids were not working and they're locked in their care home and they're limited in what they can do and who they can see. So they were reliant on the telephone to be able to talk to their families. It was very important and very crucial that they were able to hear at this time. So I did not stop services. I just had to adapt and do it a different way. So window visits are me just doing what I can with the hearing aids outside of the care home during the summer and during the nicer weather. I did outdoor cleaning clinics. So at some of the homes, we set up a table, the staff organized the residents' hearing aids, put them in envelopes and brought them out to me, and I was able to clean them and sort out any problems that they were having. And again, with the main goal is to keep those hearing aids working and keep those clients hearing, because again, it's so important. Again, with the pandemic, more so too, because a lot of them couldn't leave. They relied on the telephone. When they could see people, we're wearing a mask, we're
Mhm.
6 feet apart, and there might even be other partitions in front of them.
Yep.
So you're
Mhm.
adding on to way more challenges for those that have hearing loss. So,
Well, even for those of us who are pretty sure we don't have hearing loss, it was hard,
oh,
definitely.
absolutely. It sounds like people are mumbling, and yeah, it's very challenging and
Yeah,
difficult
and
for
it
sure.
just probably gave us a window into how people who are a little hard of hearing are dealing with issues. You know, it gave us all an example of how much we read lips, so to speak.
Oh my gosh, so many people. Yeah, we have people can perhaps have more empathy for those that are struggling with this invisible disability,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and people do read lips. They're not taught, they just pick it up. And so that's why whenever you're talking with someone with hearing loss, it's important to face them and yeah, let them see your lips. Hard to do now, but
Yep. Yep. True.
maybe in a little while we can get back to the the new
Maybe we
normal.
can. Maybe we can. Fingers crossed. We have a couple weeks. Anyway, as you know, Park Bench is a community website. So we always like to wind these interviews up with talking a little bit about North Vancouver. So could you share maybe what you like about our neighborhood?
So what I've always liked about North Vancouver is I like the community feel and I like the variety of different communities. You know, my office is in Lynn Valley, and you see how strong of a community Lynn Valley is.
Mhm.
I live in the Delbrook kind of Edgemont area, and I absolutely love living here. I love the new Edgemont Village. I love being able to walk there. um, yeah, that community feel, just being able to walk and go to great restaurants and go have a cup of coffee. And if you go to have a cup of coffee and the coffee bar is busy, you've got four altogether to choose from. So there's lots of choices in that little village, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, so there's some great restaurants. My daughter and I, our favorite restaurant right now for takeout is Kokomo. I am not a vegan. I would be vegan if I could cook like that every single day because their food is amazing. The
Mhm.
service is awesome. They're always super friendly. They always write something cute on your takeout bag. And the food, the presentation, you almost don't want to eat it because it looks so nice and
Oh,
tastes delicious. So yeah, I highly recommend to try Kokomo. It doesn't matter if you're not vegan, it's very, very good. And then in the summer, I like going to Buffalo and sitting on their patio and yeah, having a bite to eat and just watching people walk by. The village is great. You could eat there, drink there, shop there, grocery shop, buy gifts. You could do lots in this small little area of just a few blocks. There's so much to offer. So, and we have lots of those little communities. That's where I happen to live, but lots of little communities like that in the North Shore. And so different too, but so unique. And that's what's awesome about the North Shore for sure.
it is. You're right. It's I've got all these little hub spots that all have a different
Absolutely. Yeah.
flavor, for sure, for sure. Okay, Jen. Well, I appreciate the time you took to share about your business. Um, I am so excited we talked about the hearing and how I was saying I got scared when during the pandemic with the plexiglass and masks, and I'm thinking, why can't I hear? So I'm getting down low and trying to hear under the under the plexiglass, and I'm thinking, oh, I better get my ears tested. But
Yeah.
it might
Yeah.
it might be just the pandemic stuff.
That's
Fingers
right.
crossed.
Yeah, let's hope so. But yeah, I get having empathy for those that have hearing loss and seeing how they're struggling for sure. It's so much worse. But things are looking up. So that's got to be grateful and thankful for that. So it's all good. So
That's
thank you for having me today. I appreciate chatting with you.
great. It was wonderful chatting with you too. You froze a bit, but I think we can salvage that.